Hello and welcome from the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir, where the drivers are down on the grid going through the last checks with their engineers before we can get underway. After yesterday's qualifying session, it's Nico Rosberg who's put himself in the driving seat for the race, securing pole position with a thumping lap when it mattered.
It's certainly better for a driver to be out in front, as they're able to drive without having to contend with the dirty air and overheating caused by being sat behind another car.
This track has been so kind to Fernando Alonso in the past. He's won here before and he'll be hoping that he can put in a similar performance today. But is another race win realistic?
He knows how to win here, and that's really important. It will give him a lot of confidence going into today's race.
What's going on, guys? This is Elliott Splash with F1 2015 Raikkonen career mode. This is the Bahrain Grand Prix, the first night race of the season. We've qualified in 4th place, which is actually quite decent. Bahrain is probably one of my favourite tracks, and as you all know if you're a long-term subscriber of my channel, qualifying I always struggle. I've always got better race pace than I have got in qualifying. So it could be difficult, it depends how our start is, and let's hope for a race win. Tyre wear has also been an issue, but hopefully in this race, because it's a lot cooler, we should be alright. But here we are on the grid, waiting for the 5 lights to go out for this Bahrain Grand Prix. Vettel's just in front of us. Can we jump him? Oh, that's an absolute terrible start. Almost went into the back of Bottas there. Got a bit squirrely going into 4th gear, but we're going to try and go down the inside of a few cars. We touch with Vettel, but it looks like we've just got through and we're up to 3rd place. Oh no, he was on our inside, but we've still taken the place. Now, there was apparently a hazard. We're going to look at a replay to see what this hazard was. So here's the start of the race. You can see the Force India struggled with traction on the start of the race as well. So did we. Now, we do a massive dive bomb down the inside and lock up so much, and then there's Vettel and me. Oh, that's what happened. Bottas has touched Vettel's rear wheel and sent him into a spin, so that's unfortunate for the young Finnish driver, but he should be able to recover with that Williams car. It has got quite a lot of grip, so I can see him finishing in quite a good place. Now we come to the middle of lap 1. We're getting very close to Hamilton. It looks like our lower downforce setup is helping us on the straights. Now we're going to try and overtake him here. We took a lot more speed through that corner. Maybe round the outside through this long right hand turn. Looks like we've got the move done. Yes, we have. So we're now up to 2nd place, just behind Nico Rosberg. Now here's a replay of that overtake with Vettel. Sorry, Vettel. Hamilton even. I just saw Vettel in the rearview mirrors and automatically thought that was me. But yeah, we go round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, and that is quite an easy move. It didn't seem like he wanted to fight too much. Maybe the Mercedes are having issues. But now we skip to lap 3. And this is Hamilton's POV, and you can see I'm just in front of him. I try and overtake Nico Rosberg. I lock up extremely badly, and that's given Hamilton a chance to attack us. And yes, it looks like he's overtaken us into 2nd place. However, we might have a little bit better drive, so we're going to try and outbrake him into this corner, or maybe we'll get 1st place as well. Yes, we do. Oh, that's brilliant stuff. And Sebastian Vettel's through. The Mercedes aren't looking too good in this race weekend. Now we skip another lap, and looks like Sebastian Vettel is going to have DRS on us and going to try and overtake. We try and move to the inside, but he has none of it and just moves even further. Overtakes us really quickly, but we're going to try and outbrake him and go round the outside. You can see how much I was braking. The brake discs on my front right tyre were orange, almost glowing of fire basically, but we re-overtaked Vettel, and we are now up to 1st place once more, but our tyres are starting to go off. We always struggle with tyre wear at the start of the race. As you can see on lap 5, you can see that the tyres are extremely worn, and I'm just going to lose more time if I stay out. So I'm going to come in and put on a set of prime tyres now, and then hopefully once there's less fuel loads, we'll be able to last on the option tyres for the end of the race. However, it's going to be a long stint on prime tyres. We're talking, it's lap 6 now, so these option tyres are only supposed to last around about 9 to 10 laps. 7 is the minimum they're supposed to last, so we're going to have to stay out until around about lap 20 on these set of prime tyres. That's 14 laps. Can I last 14 laps on a set of prime tyres? Anyway, we've come out the pits in 15th place, and I'm really struggling getting these tyres up to temperature as well. That's another thing that I do struggle with on this game, is getting these tyres up to temperature. As you can see, getting very squirrely with the rear end, just coming out of the first few corners. Now we come to lap 7, well, the end of lap 7, going on to lap 8, and I believe there are a couple of cars in the pits. Yes, I believe it's Perez and Hulkenberg. So the two Force Indias having an early pit stop, and they're in really low down the field actually for a Force India. I thought their car was quite competitive this year, obviously not. So on lap 9 we're right behind Button, and I believe his teammate Alonso is in front of him as well. So we should have better straight line speed than these McLaren Hondas. The McLaren Hondas have the worst power unit on the grid, and probably one of the worst power unit that's been used in Formula 1 for around about 20 years. So we overtake Button very easily, and then we dive down the inside to overtake Alonso. I wasn't going to get held up by the backmarker cars of Button and Alonso, which is a shame to say because they're two ex-world champions. I mean, Alonso's won the title twice and Button's won it once, and they're at the back of the field with an uncompetitive car. However, we've now got DRS, and we might try and overtake Verstappen. We could get it on the DRS straight. Maybe we'll try what we did to Hamilton. Let's try and go round the outside. We haven't got as better drive than we did beforehand, but we go around the outside. Verstappen wasn't trying to fight at all. He seemed to back out of it. He knows that I'm really hungry for this race win. So we are now right behind Sainz Jr. and we're going to try and overtake him before we get to the DRS straight. Well, the start-finish straight anyway. And we've overtaken him, locked up slightly, but we are now right behind Kvyat. And, oh, it looks like they're all going into the pits. So where's this going to bring us out? We've got DRS. Well, we're up to 3rd now, 2nd. There's our teammate, there's Vettel, coming out the pits right now. We try and brake extremely late, we go quite wide even. But we're going to try, we've got these tyres up at temperature. He still is running on cold tyres. We might be able to outbrake him coming into this 4th corner. Yes, we do. He backs out of it, so we're now back up to P1. Get in, lads. Come on, let's get this first race win of the season. I'll be so happy if we do. We skip all the way now to lap 15, and yeah, as I was just about to say, Jeff is telling us to pit in this lap, and just as I was going to say that, he told us. Yeah, apparently we've got significant wear already on these prime tyres, so that's going to be difficult to handle. We've still got 4 laps to go until we can really put on the option tyres. However, on lap 18, I'm really struggling now. I've got Vettel just behind us, who's, I believe, catching us now. He had a few bad laps, but he seemed, with the option tyres, they work in grooves. They'll go off for a couple laps and then they'll come back to you, and that's what's happening now. So we're going to come into the pits now and hopefully last 11 laps. I know this is going to be very difficult. We're going to last hopefully 11 laps on the option tyre. I don't know if this is going to work. This is a big gamble. I could put a set of prime tyres on, and that would probably safely take us to the end of the race, but we'd lose so much time. So let's put on a set of options and just go for it. We are the Iceman after all. And oh no, Vettel came into the pits at exactly the same time. Oh, we had to double stack. Oh, that's unfortunate for Vettel. But Bottas has recovered really well. He's up to 2nd place now. So we are still in P1 and we've got the option tyres on. So we should have this race win. And oh, we got the 2nd gear glitch. Nice, coming out the pits. But anyway, P1, Hamilton just behind. And we are lapping about 2nd faster than Lewis Hamilton now. So yeah, we're 1:35.4 is our latest lap. As I said, Jeff has just confirmed we are lapping a 2nd faster than Lewis Hamilton with these option tyres. So here we are looking at Will Stevens overtaking Perez. Yes, that's it. And Mana Marussia has overtaken a Force India, and look at our engine. I have ruined my engine this race. Got some wear, but we move now all the way to lap 28. These tyres, as you can see, the front left is extremely worn. That means that Lewis Hamilton is catching me at a rate of knots. I'm losing so much time. That last lap was a 1 minute 40.4. And look, it looks like Hamilton's going to overtake us now, is he? No, we just about outbrake him. 1 minute 40 was our last lap. Jeez, we are going to... No, we're not losing the race on the last lap. Come on, guys. I'm going to have to push it. But for some reason, Hamilton has dropped back at the end on the last lap of the race. He seemed to have given up. But he's got better drive out of the last corner. Is he going to overtake us before the checker flag? I can't watch, I can't watch.
Superb driving. That's the race.
Yes! Oh yes, he didn't catch us. We've won the race, even with our stupidly worn engine. And that's it. First race win on F1 2015. Get in, lads. Oh yes. There we go, lifting the race trophy. Come on.
A very memorable race, and one that Kimi Raikkonen won't forget anytime soon, after a wonderful win for the Ferrari driver today.
They have been working really hard, and today they got their reward. Superb work from both the team and its driver.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
So there we have it, 25 points. Get in. First race win on F1 2015. And I'm surprised, really. I thought when I came in on lap 18, that was my race over. I didn't think these option tyres would last, and they almost didn't. Let's be honest, I was extremely close to losing that race win to Lewis Hamilton, but for some reason he backed off coming through the middle sector. I don't know if he had an issue or something, but then he just got such good drive coming out the final corner, and I literally couldn't watch. Even when I was racing it, I closed my eyes going across the line. And then I heard, that's the race win, and I celebrated like mad. It has been a while since I've uploaded an F1 video, I will be honest. I wasn't enjoying the game for the first couple of races. The first 3 races, I didn't particularly enjoy the handling model because it was so different. And also, with the amount of glitches, I recorded this race 3 times. Yes, 3 times. I've got to around about lap 20, come into the pits, and I'd have a McLaren Honda. I've uploaded a video of it where I've got, I think it's Button or Alonso. They're always stuck in the pits, and then I'm stuck in the pits behind them. So I had to record it 3 times because that ruined my race totally. It would have been a DNF. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to this channel, smack that subscribe button. After this race win, I'm definitely getting back into F1. I think it is quite a good game now that I'm used to the handling model. Hopefully some of the glitches are being fixed by Codemasters. So as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video, which will be at Spain.